One of the most valuable lessons that I've learned here lately is it's not about me and it's all about God's glory. So, God, we welcome you in today. Override my premeditated thoughts and let's get into this word. So, I was studying the book of John today and the 11th chapter where Jesus encounters crucial events in Jerusalem and Lazarus becomes sick and dies, right? So, what I love about verse 4 is that Jesus said after he hears the news of Lazarus being sick, he says, Lazarus' sickness will not end in death. No, it happened for the glory of God so that the Son of God will receive glory from this. And then it goes on to say that where he was currently was where he was going to stay for the next 2 days. When he arrives in Bethany, where Lazarus has already been for the past 4 days, he is met by Martha. And Martha comes to him and says, Lord, if only you had been here, my brother would not have died. But even now I know that God will give you whatever you ask. And this comes from verse 21 of the same chapter 11, right? And I think a lot of times we will go through things in life and we feel like it's the absence of God. Like, no way will I be going through this type of trial and tribulation when I am a faithful father of God. There's been times where I have said, no way I am being obedient. No way I am living a life holy and pleasing, and that I could be going through the same thing that I may have been going through last year. I'm praying continuously for the same thing. No way can I do this, right? And I'll repeat scriptures over myself. Romans 8:28 is one of my favorites. For all things work together for the good of those who love him. I know everything is working together. I know that you are a good God, but how could this thing happen? And I can't imagine the type of grief that Mary and Martha were going through, knowing Jesus, know how he felt about their family in Lazarus, and you would allow something like this to happen to me. How many of that has been your testimony? Like, no way God is allowing me to experience this, right? And it wasn't about, he said from the very beginning, I'll read verse 4 again, that it was about Lazarus' sickness will not end in death. What you're going through will not end in death. It will happen for the glory of God so that the Son of God will receive. You not being married, it's in the room with us, is not the absence of God. It's for the glory of God. Your situation that God is handling you through. You may be not being pregnant when you want to. Maybe you not having that financial breakthrough. There are people watching, and there was a crowd watching, following Jesus that would see, not only have been there with Mary and Martha through the burial and the grief of everything that they go through, but also will see the glory of God rising Lazarus up from the dead. And my thought to you, my love and my encouragement for you today, that what has helped me greatly is I pray that God gets the glory in every situation. That God, if you're still using me, Jesus, if you're still using me to get the glory, do it in the best way. Do it in your time, because Jesus still wept in the moment, knowing the glory that was going to come from it. He sat there. And so we get the famous text of Jesus wept in verse 35. He wept with them in their grief and their emotion, and sat with them. God sits with you when you are crying in frustration. God sits with you and knows the anguish that you are feeling in this trial and the tribulation, knowing what you're wanting, but knowing that he can see the end from the beginning, knowing that just in a few moments he was going to rise Lazarus, that he was going to bring you out the situation, but he cares about what's going to come from it. He cares about the people that we're going to come to him through this particular situation. So I pray for your strength. I pray that he will mount you up on wings as eagles today, and that you understand that it doesn't have to do with you, that you are not being punished, that you haven't done anything wrong, but that everything that he knew that was going to happen, that it was for the glory, because it did not end in death, but it ended in the resurrection of life. Amen. Amen.